One of the campaign coordinators of the Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, Alaba Abbey, has been assassinated. Abbey, who served as ward coordinator for the Lucky Aiyedatiwa campaign organization Foot Soldiers, was killed at his home in Supare Akoko, southwest local government area of the state. The Director General, David Ajobiewe, who condemned the killing of Abbey, stated that the deceased wasn't a violent person. He urged the police operatives to unravel the death of the late campaign coordinator. Confirming the incident, the State Police Public Relations Officer, Fomilayo Odunlami Omisoya, said an investigation is ongoing to unravel all that happened. And to dissect this, I'm joined by a public affairs analyst, Omogbolahan Babawale. Good morning. Glad to have you join me.
Good morning, my sister Debola. How are you this morning?
I'm doing
fantastic.
And
how was the weekend?
Thank you for asking. Let me start by asking, how did you receive this news of the assassination of Alaba Abbey, one of the campaign coordinator for Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa?
Well, it's really shocking that barely a month ago that we lost one of the gubernatorial aspirants, Dr. Paul Aiyedatiwa, and just 2 nights ago, another young guy was gunned down in a dastardly act. It's really shocking. It tells us that we are in a perilous time. When we continue to now play politics with bitterness and what have you, make it do or die, then nobody is safe. Ondo State has regularly been known to be peaceful in the last 7.5 years, especially when the former governor, late Rotimi Akeredolu had sway. But in the last couple of weeks, the story has changed, and it's really worrisome that as we project into the election in November, we can experience things like this. It's really worrisome, and all stakeholders must come together and find a lasting solution to this issue.
Like you rightly mentioned, you talked about one of the APC governorship aspirants who passed on last month, and that's Paul Akintelure. And before his death, he raised concerns about direct and even indirect threats to his life. And now we have an assassination of one of the governor's campaign coordinator. What does this mean for politics in general in Ondo State?
Well, like I mentioned briefly a while ago, why our political class will continue to play politics of brigandage, politics of bitterness, politics of do or die, beats my imagination. Politics should be about service to the people. If you want to serve the people, you must be willing and you must pass through a democratic process. You must not force yourself on the people. And when you see people who take power by hook or by crook, of course, there are things that are concomitant with such action. You continue to see brigandage, you continue to see hooliganism, you continue to see insecurity around that environment. I just pray that in the next couple of weeks, these issues will be brought to fore and can be discussed, and then we can move forward from here. Well, it's really saddening.
Speaking of politics should be about service to the people. How can we eradicate this do-or-die mentality when it comes to politics in Nigeria, in Ondo State, or even in Nigeria, at large?
I think essentially what is important is for us to demonetize, if I can use that word, to demonetize politics. This politics of Ghana must go that we practice in Nigeria has not helped us. The average politician out there sees politics as a means to get rich. That's the honest truth. So, and they go all out, they do everything nefarious, everything dastardly to find a way into power. So when we now disincentivize politics, we attach less money to it. We make it less attractive. The craze for, I want to be this, I want to be that, you have to now go and kill your fellow human beings to achieve whatnot, will not be there. So we must lay emphasis on no money politics anymore in Nigeria. That is the only solution, because if you see a young boy of 18, 20 years wanting to be rich and want to go into politics. So because they believe the fastest means through which you can get money in Nigeria, if you are not stealing, is to go into politics. So we must lay emphasis on demonetizing political aspirations in the country. That's the only way.
When you talk about demonetize, de-incentivize, or make politics less attractive, what measures are you looking at? What in clear terms, are you talking about?
Yeah, for instance,
in 30
now,
seconds, because of our time.
For instance, now, let's start from even the purchase of funds across political parties. When you are contesting as a House of Assembly member and you are spending hundreds of millions, or House of Representatives, you are spending hundreds of millions of naira to purchase the form. So of course, some of them you have to go borrowing, and the first thing they do when they get to power is also recoup their money. So it's an investment to them. So the parties in the country must look inward and see how they want to see this, and reduce the emphasis on money politics. Then our political players must also be willing, must be patriotic enough to want to practice politics without bitterness, without money. So with those two things, I think we'll begin to see a turnaround in our political doings in the country.
Thank you so much for your insight on the news. Omogbolahan Babawale, thank you for joining me as well from Ondo State. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
My pleasure too. Have a very wonderful day ahead.